All right, so today I want to touch on something that I'm extremely passionate about because it hits something kind of close home, near and dear to my heart because it's something I struggled with about about 7 years ago. It's because it's really a warning to a lot of you to really be very, very selective in who you follow and who you're influenced by. Because so many health people that work out, you see all these Instagram accounts, people that just simply don't have the education behind it, but they've worked out, they've had a body that is desirable by some, and so they recommend certain supplementation or are sponsored by certain supplements that they recommend to you. And here's the problem is many of these absolutely do not have your best interest in mind. Is they're extremely toxic and can harm you on a health level. I speak from experience. 6, 7 years ago, out of college playing football, I took supplements. I liked the extreme supplements, the things on the shelf that had the masculine man that was like 300 pounds that was going to stack on 10, 15 pounds of muscle, the pre-workout that was going to jack you through the roof. The more extreme it was, the more apt I was to try it. I wanted that pre-workout that gave you that freaking you're going to climb against the wall and the little pricks and needles on your back. And I took your pre-workout, I took your intermittent workout, I took your post-workout, I took multiple protein shakes per day. And one day I woke up, I was going off to train sessions to work, and I was crippled with this massive pain directly in my stomach. The only way I can explain it is like somebody literally was taking a knife and just kind of chiseling. It was like the most severe pressure and sharp pain that would not move. It would not go away. And at first I thought my mom, like, called my mom to let her know what was going on because I was living alone. And she thought I was having my appendix burst. So I wasn't willing to go to the doctor until I was throwing up. And usually when you throw up, you have a stomach pain. It's like, oh my God, I'm going to throw up. I'm going to have relief. Well, would throw up, and there's absolutely no relief. It was still there. So it was completely debilitating. I'm like, I have to go in. So I admitted myself to the emergency room. They did all kinds of tests. Couldn't figure anything out. And this proceeded almost every 4 weeks, almost to the T. It's extremely weird. And one of the last times they wanted to do an endoscope. I wouldn't let them do it because I had terrible insurance, didn't want to pay for any more medical bills, and so I stopped. And I remember my dad telling me back then that, it's probably from all the supplements you're taking. And I was like, Dad, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. It's just supplements. Supplements are fine. It enhances performance. There's nothing bad with them. That's literally the mindset that I had. I had that it's not doing anything bad for me because these are supplements that make you better, to boost you. I was negatively influenced by marketing, by advertising, even though I was in the industry and I was educated in this. I was so uneducated that it blows my mind to look back. So what it is, I completely stopped taking this junk, like things like, the C4, the NO Explode, the Optimum Protein Nutrition that's just loaded with fake artificial sweeteners and fillers. And one of the most components is that ingredients like sucralose that you'll find right on here, or aspartame, that really what it does is it completely ruins our gut. The lining of our gut that balances pH levels, that allows you to absorb the nutrients. And so I know without a doubt, looking back, is that I completely effed up my gut and it was responding in accordance to it. And when I quit all of those supplements and I started to actually do things like detoxification, purification, and actually care about like micronutrients that I was consuming, this is no joke, I haven't had a single episode since. So I'm 100% convinced that was the issue going with that. And that's why I'm so passionate about making the public more educated on the negative influences and dogma and the garbage marketing that you're being fed and advertising by simple labels telling you that you're going to get stronger, you're going to put on muscle, you're going to burn fat, not knowing. And even the health products, things like just pure protein, they have sucralose in them, and many of them have aspartame. which can have correlations to disease and cancers and to ruining your gut, knowing that in the long term, you're doing yourself more harm than good. You're probably not at the sustainable energy levels that you should have. You don't have the skin that you should have. You could even have even better performance. And long term, you're ruining that gut so your body doesn't have the ability to digest its nutrients to make you to perform at peak state for boost energy, vitality, and health. So my warning is, if you're taking any form of supplements, look at the ingredients list. And if you find sucralose in it, aspartame in it, any where it says artificial flavors, get rid of it. You know immediately that that company does not have your best interest in it. It doesn't. All the interest of that company is profits. I promise you that. They put those in there to reduce the cost that it costs them to produce it so they can lower the price points to make it more appealing for you to purchase. They don't care about your health first. They care about their bottom line first. So find specific natural solutions and products, if you're going to take them, superfood products that have your best interest, high quality products and ingredients in there. So that's my warning. Look at your supplements, and if you ever buy any sort of thing, look at those ingredient lists, make sure that those are not in there, and you'll be so shocked that this day, recording this video, things like Gatorade has sucralose in it. So it is mass out there. It's a major problem. So many people promote it. So many health people promote it. People that have the bodies that you want will promote it, and you're like, my God, they're doing it, so it must work. Trust me, it's going to cause you more harm than good. Go out there, find the right thing, find the natural thing, find a thing that's going to make you better and feel better. And if you're still just confused and wondering, what am I supposed to be eating? What should I eat? What supplements can I take? What is healthy for me? You're just not educated in that yet, and you're kind of confused, left out in the dark still. I have a specific program and method that I take people through, proven formula, step by step, where I tackle all these things for you, provide you with these solutions that has your best interest in mind, which is your optimum health and performance. Check that program out by clicking that link below, and I'll see you on the other side.